Hey everyone, welcome back to fourbiddencoder.tech. I am Pankaj and I hope you are all doing great. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to set up multiple GitHub account on a Windows machine, like your personal account and your work account without running into any login conflicts. So if you have ever tried pushing code from two different GitHub account, you know Git get confused about which one to use. But don't worry, in this video I have got you covered. We'll go step by step, like generating SSH key, updating our git config, and testing everything to make sure it works perfectly. Alright, so let's jump right in. Okay, so I'm on my desktop now. Before we start the setup, let's quickly look at few prerequisites that you will need to configure multiple GitHub account. First, you will need Git and GitHub installed on your system. In my case, I have already installed Git. If you haven't installed Git on your system, you can go to official Git website, click on installed, choose your OS accordingly and install Git on your system. Don't worry, I'll directly paste this link into description so that you can go and access this link directly. Next, you will need two GitHub account. As you can see on my screen, this account I'll use as personal GitHub account, and this account here is another one, and this account I will use as a work account. And we are going to configure both of these account on a same window machine without any login issue. And finally, you will need to have some basic understanding of Git command. If you are not familiar with them, I have written some short article explaining Git and GitHub commands from basic to advanced, and I'll also drop the link in the description so that you can go and check it out later. We have done all these things. We are ready to go, and we are now generating SSH key for each GitHub account. Okay, for that you need to open Git Bash. I have created one document for it so that you can easily follow this documentation and create multiple GitHub account setup in your window machine. First you have to open Git Bash. You can open Git Bash here like this. I'll clear the screen, and then you have to type this command ssh keygen ed25519. This is ed25519 is nothing but an encryption algorithm that is how we are generating our key. Okay, and you have to replace this email address with your personal account GitHub account email address. Okay, the email address which is associated with your personal GitHub account, and same you have to do this using your work account email address. Once you have generated the key, I'll show you how you will find that one. You will get to know this kind of keys in your user folder structure. Okay, for that you need to go here, click local disk, users, your username, and I have set up the location as SSH, so all the key must be copied in my SSH folder, not in the root folder for configuration purpose. So I have done this kind of setup. Okay, so you can also do this and create this key. Means you have to type those two commands, it will create the four key: one personal private key, one personal public key, one personal work key, and one private public work key. Okay, key is generated, then you have to add ssh key to an ssh agent. Okay, for that you need to initialize an ssh agent. For that, this first command, you have to copy this command from here, open Git Bash and paste it here, just like that. Just a minute, the command got okay, now it is perfect. Once you do this, you will get agent PID and some kind of number, means your SSH agent has been initialized. Now add both personal
and work private key to this SSH account. Once you have done this using these commands, you just have to type this command in Git Bash, nothing else. It will automatically add personal work private key to your SSH agent. Now you can copy this public key and private work public key, and open GitHub. I'll show you how to go there. Just open GitHub. This is my personal account. Click on three profile option. Click on settings. Click on SSH and JPG keys. Create new key, and here you can type anything which you like. I'll type test account key, and if you want you can copy this as well. By using this you will get a personal account public key, and you can copy that public key and paste it in the GitHub account here and add the SSH key. Same you have to do for the work account. Once it is done, I have properly mentioned all the settings and all the once it is done, we'll create an config file with an aliases. So for that you need to just copy this command, or either you can create it by using going to SSH folder where you have stored all the key and create a config file. But I would prefer command line method, so I'll create a config file using command line. So I just copy the file name. Nano is an editor that is used mostly in Linux, and here is my file path. It will open this part, and you have to type exactly the same command which I have typed. Host name is equals to, I have set GitHub personal and GitHub work, two different accounts. You can set whatever you want. So you have to copy the exact same thing and click on control X, and now you have saved the file. In this way you can save this file. After this I have pasted all the things which you need to copy in that file in this document, so you can easily copy it from here and do this. Last thing, we have to test the connection, but before that we'll do one experiment. We'll check either our setup is working properly fine or not. For that I'll go to document and I'll create two folders. First PERSONL test PERSONL, and another one is test work account. First I'll open this one, or open with code. I'll create a test file, test text file. Hello, this is test, sorry my bad, test file for personal account. I'll do this, and I'll also create two new repository in order to check whether our thing is working or not. Test one, you can name whatever you like. So I'll copy the exact same command, echo test1 readme. It will create a readme file for me, then initialize the git. Here I'll not only add readme file, I'll add whole folder. Once it is done, I'll do commit message. Once I have done commit message, in the remote section I need to add this to my personal account, so I'll add the username GitHub personal, and here is my GitHub username where I want to push this code. And here I'll paste the repository name instead of test git, like test1. Once it is done, I have added the remote URL. Now only thing is left is to push the code. Git push origin master. It will ask for passphrase. Once I have entered the passphrase, the push is done. You can check. I have the test file ready here. This is the testing in the personal account. Now we will do same kind of test in our for our work folder, which we have already created. For that, we need to open that folder. Show more. Open with VS Code. I'll open the terminal. Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. In the previous one, I have not maximized the terminal. Here, I'll maximize the terminal. Now, as you can see, test.txt will create the same kind of structure. Hi, this is test file for work account, and we'll save this. Once it is done, in the same way we have created a repository in for our test account, we'll create a repository in GitHub for our work account. So I'll name it as test here only. Description I'll put test for now. Create repository. It will give me command, which command I have to put. So echo test readme. Okay, my bad. Once it is done, it will create a readme file. Okay, then I have to type git in it to initialize the empty git repository. Then I have to type git add to add all the files which is in this file. Then I will type git commit the first one. Once it is done, here for the remote origin section, we'll add, just a minute, we'll not add this URL, we'll add github, github hyphen work, and then my GitHub username. I have written this remote URL which you can check from here as well as copy from here. I'll copy it from here. And after this URL, you just have to type the repository name. Once it is done, add the remote URL and push the code git push origin master. Here you will be asking for a passphrase. Sorry, my bad. It will ask for passphrase. Once you have entered the passphrase correctly, if you have a passphrase, the code will get pushed to your work account.
That's it for today's video. Now you know how to manage multiple GitHub account on one window machine with no more login conflicts and no more confusions. If this video helped you out, make sure to give a like, subscribe to forbiddencoder.tech and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out any new video. And also drop a comment if you ran into any issue. I'll be happy to assist. And thanks for watching the video. See you next time. Until then, keep learning. Happy coding. Bye bye.